I'm Adi Bikic. I had the privilege to participate at the amazing Regional Youth Leadership Forum in Novi Sad. In troubling times as these, good leaders are more important than ever. But at the same time, it is the duty of all of us to come together to discuss the issues and to contribute to the development of our societies. We have to build bridges and not walls. We have to focus on our shared values and not of our irrelevant differences.
I was one of 200 participants. There were over 50 speakers. For me, the most important thing about this forum was, an opportunity to meet all those young people that are engaged in changing their surroundings throughout Europe. Those connections are, I think, the most important thing about this forum. And I genuinely believe that by using them, we can change our world and improve our cooperation on goals that unite us, truly.
Each and every individual who is here in Novi Sad, from these young people, is already very much engaged in developing their own environment, their own country, their own societies, but also they think larger. They do want to be regionally active, they do want to get connected to other people, they do want to get knowledge about what's happening around them, not only in their own country, but in a larger sense, and that they are those motivated individuals who we can count on.
This is yet again a moment where youth, leaders and youth in general, needs, from my point of view, to join forces with other, let's say, positive, energetic fields that we have in societies, and to stand up and to fight for more democracy, more freedom, more open societies. And that means for the Western Balkans in the European Union, for Western Balkans contributing to the values of the European Union, and for building yet again, or working yet again on this common European project.
Personally, I don't like the toponym elite, simply because I believe in this particular situation everybody who is young has a capability to be elite. So I'm speaking actually as somebody who is not elite, people who are possible elite. What should I tell them? If I'm going through my experience and my generation, it's a lot of false compromises, something that I cannot offer to them as a solution. Instead of that, I just want to say that those who want to stay elite must be able to take a risk and make decisions. Simple as that.
Finally, those people who believe in an open world, who believe in a future, the generation of the millennials will finally get their act together and understand that we have to stand for what we have achieved so far, which is basically relatively open borders within Europe, which is in fact a better exchange, a democratization of the exchange through better networking and so on. We have to stand for this.
One main challenge is to deal with complexity and not to give simple answers on complex questions. And one part and one competence of leaders in 21st century is for sure intercultural competence. It's to know how to deal with different cultures, and these different cultures are not only different countries. This is also different cultural groups, different political views, different genders.
Unfortunately, politicians are on the level gaining and getting political gain by, so to say, picking a fight with the neighbors. There is nothing easier than to do that one. We should not fall in the trap We should not, as I told you, being intoxicated with the past, but try to start a new page, as it happened between French and Germans and many other neighboring countries. And I think there is a case how to do that, and this is why I would like to support and help, so to say, such conferences which were organized today.
Today, this generation must take care for their future of 21st century. And I think that young people are those, they will face with these fast changes which will happen in next years. And I'm sure that young people, they must respect their culture, they must respect their history, but their mindset must be future. And I'm very happy that here is a network of young people from different countries, and as I feel, they don't have a lot of problems with these things. They respect differences, but they all looking forward for the future. And that's the only recipe for us.
Politics of the old tends very often to sit in that policy world where things are debated endlessly. They should be debated, of course. They should be debated. All these different opinions should be aired, should be voiced, but not endlessly, because what business is actually better than usually than countries, and that's one of the reasons that the businesses are more powerful than the countries, is that businesses do things first and foremost. They do their due diligence, they do investigate, they do research, but one particular point they say, okay, that's enough, now we have to do stuff. And because otherwise you don't make a profit if you don't do stuff. And that's, I think, is the main difference between the politics and the business. You have to do something eventually, sooner than later.
People want to stay in Serbia because of companies like us, and hopefully, I mean, other big companies, not necessarily Serbian, are also opening their offices here so people don't have to leave. It's been a problem that we have had for many years. Really talented and smart people leaving Serbia, and if we continue as we have, in growing and giving better, not just salaries, but all around, better options to people, I think that more people are going to stay. And I think that's going to be the biggest, the greatest thing for Serbia, actually.
We spoke about keeping of qualified people here in Serbia. And let's be fair, I'm a kind of migrant, if you want to say. So I'm German, my passport is from Germany, I'm living and getting my things here in Serbia. I get people from Croatia, I get people from Bosnia, I get people from everywhere to work in my country, my company. So, but this needs to be embraced and this needs to be welcomed as an opportunity, as an opportunity to learn from others, to open their minds and to make some change.